The least you can do.
Wait, did he talk about it?
Free gifted subs. Okay. So my little 17, little 20K, stay locked in. Gaming is something that I always want to get into. I always wanted to start.
Wait, we can't.
First YouTube channel I ever made came from gaming. Since you're here, I want to.
Oy vey!
For the people because I've been seeing this shit going viral, more and more viral every single day.
What, Daddy?
And this is why. This is my first YouTube channel of all time.
Okay. Oh shit.
A lot of people don't know this. 11 years ago. This is the very first YouTube video I ever made. I made my own sniping montage. I always wanted to be a gamer. That's all I wanted.
Bro, you were f***ing dog. Holy f***.
About doing no vlog.
Bro, look at this picture.
I ended up getting into the vlog because this ain't work out. But I'm really supposed to be ninja. I walk.
Interesting, fam. You never know. That's a pattern again. Being a student of life is being attentive to patterns. Your life, others around you, fools, wise, the whole nine. And that's a pattern I see over and over in successful people's stories. They thought it was gonna go one way. It's never gonna go the way you think it is. Fine. We're pretty much all on the same page. Even the sensible ones who have a small fraction of delusion, healthy delusion that they're gonna make it, delusion that putting in the work and trusting and praying that they can be the one in 100,000 in their city, state. But even the sensible ones with that healthy, fair enough, that's fair delusion. I carry it. I think a lot of entertainers would agree to that. They do as well. A lot of entertainers in all of an entertainment industry, to think that you should be the one in a movie, or that I should be the singer, or the one that the stage is singing my words, even if I had help writing, even if Taylor Swift is writing her own songs and gets help for her big, it's still her on the stage. To have that mindset that it could be me, you gotta carry a little bit of delusion. I'm not shy to admit that, and I don't shy from that, because I think everything is healthy with balance. But that being said, I see this all the time. Successful people say, again, it's never gonna go the way you think it is. We get that. But sometimes it doesn't even, it rears off to a different lane. They were making beats, or they wanted to be the rapper. They made beats because they didn't have money, so they were just trying to make money, make do with what they had. Somehow, some way, they end up in this spot with this person, and eventually they're one of the biggest producers today, and they no longer rap or write music. Sometimes it definitely doesn't go the way you plan, but a lot of the times it definitely doesn't even go in the lane. But it's ironic though, because I believe God is still molding you and crafting you and creating the person that's going to withstand whatever career path. Mind you, he already knows where you'll end up. Only you can delay your story. Only you can slow you down. Only you can stop and block the blessings he has for you. So if you're on board and you're working and you're staying true to self and morals and ethically, and staying out the mix, staying out of unnecessary troubles, staying true and staying true to what you believe is possible, doing the work, you're still gonna, it's like when that teacher tells you, everybody, the big ongoing joke, the elephant in the room, everyone has said, I'm never going to use this. Never say never, sure, but we have said, I'm never going to use this algebra, I'm never going to use this math here. And it's ironic how even if you do end up completely away from math skills, like you have nothing to do with anything that has, you're an electrician, or you did somehow, some way, you will use those skills you learned And if you chose to be wise in the moment and learn and and get crafty at it, it's a benefit. It puts you in a better place than had you ignored the moment you were in. Moments are vital, because sometimes, especially entrepreneurs, we're steady with the mindset of tomorrow. Tomorrow, I gotta make this happen for next week. I gotta make this happen for such and such. I gotta stay focused for such and such. That's what he said he hears. He said, my engineer said, can you change your smoke detectors? And I'm not gonna sit there and tell him, oh, that's not what you hear. But I'm like, smoke detectors, that's all taken care of. You know, there's a men in this house. That's all taken care of. Thank God. And no knock to anybody who hasn't gotten around to it yet. But I'm like, why is he saying he hears smoke detectors? And I was gonna take the time to go segment through segment tomorrow. And now I realize that clock, that I don't even hear it when I'm recording, because I've gotten so used to it. But yeah, that's crazy to hear. DDG wanted to actually be in the lane of gaming. And gamers, it's all about personality. You barely show yourself. You're barely even putting yourself on Front Street. I mean, guys like Ninja, look at where they've taken it. You know, you can elevate to whatever level you choose. But he wasn't even going to be the guy on Front Street. And now to the guy he is, the man he is, he's the man on camera. When the cameras are on, they're making it about, like, it's crazy. You never know. But still, it's the work. You're learning work ethic. You're learning how to ignore the critics. You're learning how to stay down till you come up. You're building.
Hey everyone, just to W. Ross has been in contact with PG storage. I was bought the song, then after getting bored of it, ended up selling it for half. That's not even true.
I'm gonna go home.
Oh my god.
I just want to resolve it so I can get some sleep, please.
Dude, what the
You never gotta talk to me again, but I can't breathe right now. I'm just so stupid. This whole thing is stupid. I want to die.
Bro, act is crazy.
I never want to be here again. I hate it all. I hate this life.
Dude.
DDG says, yo, Shorty, could you please stop taking this to the extreme, yo, please? I hate this life. I hate it all. He said, I'm still communicating with you. Relax.
Bro, what is this, bro?
You won't help me, though. I'm so tired. I'm in pain.
Act, you're too fat for this shit, bro.
I don't do this anymore. Every day you lie on me to your mama. He said, this is why I said we should take some time apart. You make it seem I'm this horrible person. I've cleared up everything. Just leave me to die. Leave me to die. I'll be fine.
What the fuck? Can I get the full messages? I didn't know it was that deep. Chad, we did win. Does this mean we're in the finals? Yes or no? Should we react like this? Where's the full case? Read this right after. It's a full document. I am very nosy. Full case is too long. This is your summarized bet. This is proof you leave me hanging as a mother. You won't stop begging you. I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. I'm going to kill myself tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mom. Bro, what the fuck? Okay, hold on a second. I never want to be here again. I hate this all. I hate this life. Please stop talking it to this extreme. I hate you. You're the most horrible person I've ever met. I wish I didn't have to fight with you, but you continue to let me down every time. And then, why is their spelling so off?
Please stop talking. It's crazy. Please stop talking. He must have not finished the whole sentence. Please stop talking like that. Please stop talking crazy. No, please stop talking.
And then speak about exchanging my son in a money deal for views. I already explained that, chat, to defend DDG side on that. You know, DDG didn't even know that the baby was being posted, and she posted me without even asking DDG. There's proof of that. And I told you guys, DDG, he's a good father, man. He's a great father. Yeah, I hate me and I want to die. I want to die because of you. I will die because of you. Now listen, guys, anyone here that's suicidal or depressed and going through it, you always have somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
But don't ever manipulate and try to bring someone down by doing this. I'm sure we've all been in relationships where you're trying to break up with somebody and they're like, if you do it, I'm gonna kill myself.
It's really mature, bro. He's right. He's on the money.
It's manipulation, right? It's just like there's always somebody you can speak to, right? There's always somebody you can speak to. And yeah, it's sad. I hate seeing that she's being like this. I told you guys at the end of the day, it's not about who's right, who's wrong. It's gonna affect their lives and their child's lives. But it sucks because I wish this could be off the internet. And now that DDG lawyered up with somebody really good, he's gonna go after a countersue and basically be like, yo, look, the girl that has full custody of my child, who's suicidal, non-stable, violent, you know, so it's just crazy. It's crazy. She's literally saying, I will die because of you. You know, leaving somebody like that's just crazy talk. It's crazy talk. You put your inside of her in Mexico, knowing I was here taking care of our, what's an AON? Chad, it's 11:11 in these texts. Make a wish.
AON?
Make a wish, Chad. Oh, son. Knowing I was crying before you left. You selfish, disgusting person. You're evil. Why is her spelling so bad?
Why do you think? She's upset.
Why is her spelling really, really bad? It's worse than mine.
She's moving.
Answer the... Dude, every text she's just spelling something wrong. I don't give a f*** she's upset. Bro, what? Everything is just spelling wrong.
That's why.
Answer the f***ing phone. Answer the f***ing phone. I'm gonna try one more time. If you don't answer, it's over forever. I'm not playing, Daryl. Okay, so this is in 2022. That's it. I just want to be left alone, please. I'm calling for help. I have a knife. Like...
Stupidity.
Do you understand if this was flipped and DDG was the one saying I have a knife and saying all these things, the media would just be burying him?
Absolutely.
Like, what the fuck is this? Like, what are the shade room and that side of Twitter even saying?
Nothing.
How do you defend this? You know, the girl's obviously going through emotional pain and stuff. It sucks. But bro, this is like another Amber Heard, Johnny Depp situation, right? Like, what are you bringing up that you have a knife for? Why do you have a knife? You know? Yup, she did whatever the fuck she said she did. Junk is crazy. He's funny as fuck.
That's the thing. This should be a reminder, or if not a reminder, just a great example of seeing past just appearance. Beautiful young lady. I don't think anyone disagrees with that. Maybe she's not your type. That's a different subject. Beautiful young lady. But does she have a good head on her shoulders? Is she in a healthy mindset? That's a decision to work towards something. Just like respecting one another is a decision you make and you work at it. Just like not being jealous when you see someone else shining and winning and you're waiting on your turn is a decision and an act that you work at and you get better at it until it's effortless. But it is a muscle that you work and train. It's the same thing as maturity. Is this woman that I'm dealing with mature? Or is she really immature? Is she making any effort to work, to be a better person, it's not about being smarter. And we gotta differentiate the two, because when we don't, I think people use that excuse to lean on as their crutch. Oh, you just want me to be smart, or I'm not as smart as you, or sorry, not everyone's that smart. That's an excuse though, because you don't have to be smart to be. Being mature is not being intellectual. Being mature is it's how you process something, and it's the actions you take after processed and before. Those are actions, and you can only get better at it or get worse. A lot of women I meet, in passing, not even dating, they're still stuck in that high school phase where they think, where they don't even see it. Like, it's like they don't step back and say, how is my life? How am I living my life from the outside looking in? Not caring about other people's opinions, but just to give yourself an outside perspective. And they don't even see. They're arguing with their boyfriend. Every hour is a new argument. And not argue. There's going to be arguments, but there's no upside. It's arguing and then exchanging spit. Arguing, swapping spit. It's literally like high school. Oh, you just don't see it. You're doing the same thing you did when you were immature. When you were in high school and you argued between classes and the bell rang, and later on you seen each other and you were all happy again. And then you argue again and then the bell rang and you're arguing about these petty things, and she looked your way and I seen you with this girl. You're stuck in a high school in a vicious cycle. And it takes an act of saying, I gotta mature. There's nothing wrong with checking yourself. Who better than you to check you? Yo, I gotta mature. I gotta step up in certain areas. I'm not gonna be perfect, but I gotta step it up in certain areas. I mean, it's a conscious decision. Everybody wants to preach self-made. Well, this is a self-made decision. Are you gonna mature, or are you gonna be stuck in high school? You're still behaving the same. I could take you right now and put you 4 years, 6, 8 years ago, and you fit right in, just like you always did. Nothing changed, nothing. You're right back in the cycle, because you're stuck in it. That shouldn't be the case. I should be able to take you, put you in 8 years ago, and everything around you will be so different, because the way you're handling things, the way you see things. It's a decision to say, yo, I'm not gonna deal with it like that. I'm not gonna handle you like that. I'm not gonna handle you like that because I wouldn't want you to handle me like that. It's a decision. It's not an easy decision, but what's the ultimatum? Be immature? That's not an option.
What?
You have a knife. You have a knife. What is that supposed to mean?
Why do you have a knife?
All right, I say all that to say that. Let's close in that topic. You have a knife. What kind of immaturity level are you on? Pretty face, immature. You have a knife. What is that supposed to do? What is that? What are you trying to get riled up? What are you expressing by that? And then it's like a contradiction, because it just shows the lack of maturity. Because someone with the mental awareness that would even say things like that, I'm going to grab a knife. If you were mentally aware that you were in danger and going down a road you shouldn't, you wouldn't just text it like that. So you're not, you think it sounds good on paper. You think you sound dangerous, and you're doing what you resorted to in high school, and what you know, but it's immature. And to someone that doesn't deal with that and is not trying to deal with that, I'd rather wipe my hands and get away from that, because that's dangerous. Because immaturity leads to rash decision making. In a moment, you can change your life and mine in a matter of seconds. And that's not a risk that I'm willing to take. It's dangerous. You're dangerous.
And he gets stabbed in the thumb, and it's just like, what the fuck? This is a very toxic relationship, and like I said, guys, I'm sure DDG doesn't want anything bad happening to his baby mother. He seems to be, as far as I know, as a friend of mine, he's a good person, he's a good human being. I don't see him doing anything malicious, right? I just don't. So with that being said, I'm sure he was really thrown off when she started this thing, and now he's gonna have to basically counteract and get all the information in. Responding, keep hitting me. You stupid bitch. Keep hitting me. You're a stupid bitch. Keep hitting me. Cheating ass. Keep hitting me. Oh, normalize that. That is very weird. I want to ask you guys a question in my chat. How many of you guys share location with your girl, or how many of you guys share your location to have your location? For real, answer that question. How many of you guys do that?
I went to StockX and grabbed me a pair of these Kobe 6s to make sure you guys stay laced up when my partners.
Bro is eating. This is like the 5th commercial. Everybody eats.
All right. A lot of you guys are saying no, me, whatever. Can I be honest with you guys? There's really nothing wrong with that. I have my location. My parents have my location, right? Like, there's nothing really wrong with that. Now, the reason why girls will be toxic in sharing location is because they most likely went through something in their past relationship, and you know, it's just, yeah, it's not really normal, right? Like, if you think about it, it's not normal, right? If you say, hey babe, I'm going to sleep, I'm in my room tucked, she should believe you. Now, unless you guys give her a reason not to believe you, meaning you cheat, that's different. But if you're not a cheater, are you guys cheaters, yes or no? If you're not a cheater, no reason to do that. You know, there's zero. You know, no way you guys all cheat. Y'all are weird. Okay. The first L tag was discovered in June 2023 in Daryl's Maybach. Daryl called me that night stating the petitioner Halle had shown up uninvited to a movie theater in Beverly Hills where he was attending to watch a film with a female friend. Now, who was the female friend?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, Daryl, that dirty of yours. Damn. Petitioner called me directly that night, angrily stating that she knew Daryl was at the movies and made threats to f him up. George and I drove to the theater out of concern for Daryl's safety. When we arrived, we saw Petitioner outside the theater. Visibly upset, attempted to confront and physically fight the woman he was with. I personally intervened to help de-escalate the situation. Now, were they together? Here's the first question. If they weren't, she shouldn't give a fuck. Number 2, who the fuck was the girl? You know, all this shit really doesn't matter.
We shouldn't care about.
She was pregnant? How do you guys know it was Lala?
They don't.
The 4th AirTag was found in April after, and the baby's diapers is crazy. Okay. Point is this, guys.
Is it?
You know, until there's more evidence and proof, we'll react to it.
I mean, honestly,
I'll keep it a buck with everybody.
If anything, out of everything, that would check out. The 4th AirTag and the diapers. Makes sense.
Here. She's falsely accusing DDG of some shit. I think that DDG needs to keep doing what he's doing and you know, keep doing this shit and keep going with the law. I genuinely believe that anything she's trying to sue him over, it needs to be countersued, which she's doing. I also believe this, I'm a heavy believer in this. If you're a man and a girl wants to put out false allegations and you get caught in 4K that those allegations are not true and they are false, you deserve to do time as well. It's just something that should happen. We need to normalize that, okay?
I'm not mad at that at all. Definitely some mature takes from Broski. I will say though, this is what I mean when I say that a woman like that is dangerous. Anyone like that is dangerous. A man, woman, child, someone in authority is dangerous. Police officer is dangerous. That immaturity level and that unwillingness to work on it and to catch it and to acknowledge when, yo, I messed up there. I got a little whatever. The excuse is irrelevant to you, but to me it's not, because I need to figure me out. But I was wrong in that area. Acknowledge it. Accountability. These things are vital when you're trying to figure out if you and someone are equally yoked or anywhere near trying to bring a child into this world and raise one together, because we're on 2 different wavelengths. The mentality, you're talking about knives and stupidity, just putting things in the air. That's just like, you're still in high school. In high school, that must have worked. The man used to rent. Just stupidity. It's dangerous. If DDG was in a position of high recognition, more than being his own boss, but like head of a label or a corporation, and if she was just a little bit immature, just a little more immature, the allegations she could have made, as if this isn't damaging enough, it could have stripped him. And this is the message. This is the underlying message. Read between the lines. to recognize it's important to be careful who you lay up with. It's important that you're careful and smart when courting a woman, because it's not about how bad and just how bad she is. Pretty matters, absolutely. Taking care of herself matters, just like it matters on your part. But taking care of her mental and working towards being a good person, a good human. Because if you go find a good human, things like that won't happen. When you're a good human, you don't go out your way to try to damage someone else. When you're a good human, you put yourself back and you say, I'm in my feelings right now. I would do it like this, but because there's a child involved, I'm not taking those steps. When you're a good human, a good father, a good mother, you meet halfway. When you're just a good all-around person, genuine, you try to make these things. I'm not saying they gotta be together. I'm not saying that he's not a good father because they can't make it work. Those are two separate issues. That one has nothing to do with the other. What I'm saying is, these things on her behalf could have been avoided if she was a little bit more mature. This is madness. In the public eye, this is madness.
So yeah. At this point, Kingsley may as well make Miami 7's team. I streamed with him to do it, but I overslept. The community that did it, and then it happened. You understand? So
what just
people
happened?
are now understanding things, right? Now, I love the ARL emote. F***ing amazing. Can we get the Jew emote, the one with this one? I love the ARL emote. That was beautiful.
Why not, right?
You guys did very well. Very, very well. Let's get the